Chatting with Cherubs.
Hello and welcome to Chatting with Cherubs. I'm Gearoid Farrelly and I'm here with the wonderful
Morgan Rees, and I'm here with the spooky
Josh Jones. Happy Halloween. Whoa. It's spooky day.
Well,
I love Halloween.
I can't believe you love Halloween this much.
I love
so
Halloween.
strange.
I love it. I prefer it to Christmas.
Why? What about it?
I like the films, but I can only watch them in the day, or I have to give myself like an hour afterwards to binge something like Friends or Schitt's Creek after. But I like to do my horror films in the day, actually. You can get that. But I do like a spooky. Yeah.
I was the same with the game The Last of Us, which was so spooky. I could only play that during the day, and I'm in my 30s. I was like, I can. How much do you make Halloween a thing? Are we talking Halloween party? Are you dressing up the house?
No, I like the films, me. I
No,
like
okay.
the films. I love an Halloween film, and I like autumn. I like when the trees are getting like, when the trees are doing the little dandruff thing and they're going all over the street.
I do like that now. I actually tried to, last week I was jogging and I tried to film like my feet running through the leaves, like just, as like an autumn thing, and stood in dog shit. I forgot that, like, the leaves cover the dog shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't believe how much London people just let their dogs shit anywhere. It's insane.
It's interesting because London people don't give a shit about anyone else. That's what I found it's fascinating. Like, what I've noticed is, because I've been cycling a little bit, like getting those Lime bikes, and people, they just drive in the middle of the road. Like when there's nobody else on the road, they drive in the middle of the road as opposed to just still being on the right side of the road. And I was like, this is wild. This is crazy. You're going to be killed. Which, people being killed left, right and centre does play into the Halloween theme of this episode.
Halloween, ooky, spooky. Yeah, that's the scariest thing that's ever happened in my life is when I lived in London. Just living there was ooky, spooky, not for me. Oh, depression, anxiety. Yeah.
What's your favourite Halloween film, though, Josh?
I do like Halloween with Jamie Lee Curtis. I do like that. Okay. Obviously, Hocus Pocus.
Yeah, that's a great film.
Classic.
So that's like a classic. But I like Practical Magic.
Oh,
with Sandra Bullock.
I haven't seen that since I saw it in the cinema.
I like Witches, the one with Angelica Houston.
Oh, that's great.
So I do the Addams Family every Halloween. I've already done it, actually. So yeah, I like the classic, like they're like kids ones as well. But I do like a
like Scream.
Yeah, yeah, the Scream films are great. So I love that sort of stuff.
I would love to see you in a horror movie, Josh. Do you think you would play the murderer, or would you play the one that's fleeing the murderer that's always being chased? Or are you the first one to get chopped off?
No, I'm like the hot blonde in the shower who's like washing her tits in the shower, and then I'm like, running while he's chasing me through like
the virgin. They always kill a virgin at the start.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh no, and then like I'm the hot piece of ass that they book. I can't really act that well, but I'm just there to be like, oh my god, yeah. And then I'm murdered.
Yeah, but I see, if it was actually you're not submissive at all. So I think you would be lathering yourself up, you and your big tits in the shower, and then all of a sudden the murderer would swing open the curtain and you'd go, fuck off, mate.
You'd kill him with a headbutt.
I think I haven't had a fight in like since I was late teens or whatever, but I did have quite a few fights when I was younger, and I'm not very like and obviously I did boxing for years, so I think that someone would maybe assume that I can't look after myself as much as I could, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But I would be like, Come on.
Yeah. You'd
But I
kill
haven't
them.
had
Who
a
would you
fight
play,
in
Gearoid?
ages.
Would you be the
I'd be the
murderer?
killer. I'd be the murderer. Yeah.
I could see that. You could switch.
Yeah, I've got two things. One, I have I've low level pent up rage at all times, and I also have eye bags. And I've always said that like my eye bags are going to get me they're going to get me a real good role someday when they need a heroin addict with personality.
Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think if you was a killer though, you'd be a really pathetic one. I think you'd be like crying while you're choking them out. You'd be like, I didn't want to do it, but I have to. Yeah. And just laughing.
Yeah.
Who would the targets of your serial killer be as well, do you think? People that have grievance due, people that are leaving their dog mess on the floor?
Jobsworths. No question. Like that guy at the Apollo the other night we were in the Apollo the other night and I had a few drinks and we were moving from the bar to collect the stuff out of my dressing room and he wouldn't let me back because he didn't have a pass, but nobody gave me a pass. And I was like, I'm going to my dressing room. Get out of my way. I'm not having this shit.
Yeah. I was just on the big stage. I was just on there.
I was like, what?
Yeah, but
I would be full on Karen. I would be the Karen, but a serial killer version of the Karen.
Well, I can imagine you like tying them up and you're like going to kill him, but then you just like moaning about how Tesco petrol's gone up. Do you know what I mean? And you just you actually just bore them to death by moaning about benign
that's why it's such a long movie, because you're boring them to death.
Yeah.
This seems like a good idea now to plug my Leicester Square show.
I do think as well that I was thinking this, if I got tied up, basically if I got kidnapped and was being tortured or whatever, do you know what you've never really think about with the kidnapper? Imagine all the small talk.
Oh God, yeah, that'd be so annoying.
The small talk would be really awkward.
I've always thought that. I've also thought about, what about people that vape or smoke? If you're kidnapped and you don't get like Janet gets a bit arsey when he's not able to vape for every 15 minutes. Imagine being hostage and not having your vape.
Yeah, I think though that your body would just be like, do you know what? That's not the most important thing right now.
But you'd be more inclined to escape.
Yeah,
you would. I think it would really motivate you to. I do.
But they'll find him in the cupboard because they'll just, what's that strawberry smoke coming out of the grate in the floor? Oh, they're vaping under there.
Yeah. It's that, or I think that's what they would negotiate. They would negotiate for freedom. They would negotiate for a Bloody Mary or whatever they're called, or Blue Mary.
I think that apparently what you're supposed to do is if you are kidnapped, you're supposed to say their name a lot.
Yeah.
So that when you're talking to them, you'd be saying Josh, do you think this is a reasonable thing to do, Josh? I don't know why I said Josh. I mean, I think we know why I said Josh.
And then I'll say, it's Joshua, die, bah, and then I stab you. Here's my christening name.
But then you'd have to try and work out their name for ages. It'd be like a game of Guess Who for the start of it.
Also, it would be the small talk would be you'd be trying to get their name, you're trying to find out things, that they do in their lives so you can empathize with them. Oh, God, it'd be really boring. I can't even do that when it's for work.
I have a nookie spooky Halloween question.
Oh, it is.
If your partner was listen, I'm a vampire and I've been lying to you. I'm a vampire. Do you want me to bite you and we'll live together forever? Would you do it? Would you say yeah? What do you do?
Ooh, let's talk about the drawback. So no sunlight, and we know how much I love sunlight and beer gardens.
You can be a Twilight vampire where you can go in the sun, but you just shine like a diamond.
I think that's a cop out.
Ooh, I mean, it's
would you rather
forever's a long time, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you would know. You've been here since the beginning.
I would.
The Big Bang was just Gearoid smashing a door in a rage.
I can't believe that man at the Apollo spoke to me like that. I would. Yeah, I would. Because I would. I just think you'd kind of relax a bit. you know? Like, I'm here forever now.
Yeah.
You wouldn't feel guilty about like wasting your life watching Netflix, you know? Because if you have the whole day where you just like watch a whole season of something and you're like, that was a complete waste of a day in my life. But if you're a vampire, you'd be like, do you know what? I'm going to do this tomorrow as well.
I think the energy a vampire has would be great. Just like being able to run really fast and like,
I
do you know what I mean? I wouldn't have to wake up and be like, oh God, the dog walk. Like, I'll just be up walking the dog.
Yeah. I wouldn't, mainly because I've got a beard and I get so much stuff stuck in it. And if I can't see my reflection, I just know I'm going to walk around looking like a mess.
But you kind of stay the way you look now, so I don't think your hair grows or whatever. So what I'd do, I'd be like, bite me, but literally give me like 3 months to get in like really good shape. And then I'd be bitten. Like, let me lose a stone and then do it.
And then you just eat dairy milk for the rest of your life.
Yeah. As long as it's blood flavoured.
Yeah.
And then you've got to bite people.
I don't know if I want to do that.
No. But I don't know. They seem really into it when they do it in the films. Like, it's like, I really like Ripples. Do you know a Galaxy Ripple? And
I love a Galaxy. That's my stepdad's favourite chocolate bar, that is.
It's a great chocolate bar.
Great chocolate
bar. My favourite used to be a Flake, but I think they're coming at it with they're giving you the same thing. The Galaxy Ripple is like the battle against the Flake, but I think Galaxy is better chocolate.
I was literally thinking about underappreciated chocolate bars yesterday. Maltesers. I think Maltesers are so great because you got the crunch, you got the sweetness, and also they last ages if you eat them one at a time. Woo! Woo!
Yeah, they are good. They're my grand's favourite. Yeah, they do make topics. They're not as like they're hard to find. You can get a picnic. You can get a picnic.
But I haven't had a topic in a long time. I used to love them.
So, if you're still with us listening to this, what's your favourite chocolate bar?
Well, this is relevant. Because people get chocolate bars at at Halloween when they're out trick or treating.
Oh, they do when they're ooky spooky trick or treating.
Oh yeah, trick or treaters. Oh my God, I couldn't think of anything worse than getting trick or treaters.
What, at your house?
I've never
had
that.
Happen in London.
Oh, must do, yeah. And to get to my
trick
door, my front door.
Trick or treat, you fucking mag. Give me your fucking treats, you fucking mag.
I know, because this is the thing. If you put no trick or treaters, you're just asking for people to knock on your door and run away, aren't you?
Oh, they'll egg your house. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, egg your
and you
house.
deserve it. You deserve it. If you put no trick or treaters in your door, what? No, that's me.
But neither of you been to my home. It's my front door, then a flight of stairs because I'm on the second floor. I'm the first floor of a block of flats. I'm a masonette, so that every time a little kid comes to my fucking door, I gotta go up and down a flight of stairs.
You make it sound like that's happening every day.
Not everyone else trick or treat every day.
Yeah.
Well, I've lived in an apartment for 17 years and I've never in all of that time had a trick or treater. And during COVID, I had this great idea because you remember like kids couldn't trick or treat. So I thought it would be a great idea that I felt like this is the time for people with apartments to step up now. Because I felt what we could do is we could all get like buckets with ropes and then we could just lower the treats down from the balconies.
Yeah.
I thought that would be, I tried to get that going in my apartment block. Nobody was interested.
Yeah, but all you need, if you live in a house, literally all you need is a small inconvenience that day, and then you're opening your door and you're throwing a Mars bar at a 5-year-old. You're like, fuck off! Literally, a little bit of inconvenience, and then you're in prison because you've assaulted a child with a chocolate bar.
Yeah, you look like the Halloween version of Scrooge.
Yeah.
Boy, what day is this?
Yeah.
What? Why, it's Halloween, sir. Oh, but the Dublin version. You just throwing treats at them.
I would give great treats. I would have baked cookies. I would have had like ice pops. I would have really, really mixed it up.
Oh yeah, ice pops on Halloween. That's great. Honestly, yeah, literally end of October. That's what these kids want. Ice pops. You're a sick fuck. You're a sick, twisted fucker.
Well, yeah, twisted. Probably giving them twisters.
Yeah, you're an evil bastard.
That's a trick wrapped in a treat, isn't it? When they ask for a treat and you give them a lollipop on the coldest day of the year.
But I think these heads where they go to like, oh, here you go, here's a fun size Mars bar. I mean, I'm sorry, I'd set your mat on fire if you gave me a fun size Mars bar. It's like, no, king size.
Yeah.
You know,
Can't
king
be giving
size, proper treats.
Kid no, you give them little sweets and they put their hand in the bucket and get a little sweet. You don't give them a full chocolate bar.
All I'm saying is that there was an opportunity during COVID, and I would have been like the best department for trick or treaters. You know, I could have lured it down in a bucket. The opportunity was missed, and I'm now a bitter old man.
Speaking of bitter, this makes me laugh. I've just had a pang. I haven't thought of this story in years. We're talking about like when people wear costumes, obviously, but it's not just kids that wear costumes. Adults wear costumes as well. I think we need to talk about costumes as well. But my friend used to work in a call center, and there was a high turnover of staff. They even had a new manager every 3 months. But this one new manager came in with like, I'm going to make this place cohesive, loyal, and fun. And she was like, right, everyone, Halloween tomorrow, everyone dress up. And she came in dressed as a big witch with a big pointy hat and a big pointy nose. She did all this like SFX makeup. She looked like a witch, and she was the only one that did it. So it was just this call center of everyone in tracksuit bottoms and T-shirts and one big witch with a big nose and a big hat. And like when they went down to the canteen, she was the only one dressed as a big witch in these grey, craggly robes.
That did happen to me years ago when I was in the Scouts. I hope I haven't told the story, but when I was in the Scouts years and years ago, like it wasn't the Scouts, it was just the Cubs. I think I was only like maybe 10 years of age. And I got Brendan O'Carroll, who does, Mrs. Brown's Boys?
Yeah.
Back in the day, he ran for like Lord Mayor of Finglas, which was the village where I grew up. And in order to do that, he had to raise £10,000 for charity. So one of the things he did was he got the Scouts to do this 10K fun run, and we signed up to do it. And when we were leaving the house, my mother was like, just where do we have to go? And I gave her the sponsorship card, and she was like, this is a fun run. It's not just a sponsored run. You have to be dressed up. And I was like, nobody said anything about dressing up. And she's like, no, a fun run. You definitely need to be dressed up. And she brought me upstairs, and she was just like, what do we have? What do we have? And she got like one of her maternity dresses, and she put it on me, and she put like rollers in the front of my hair and a scarf around my head, and gave me like a feather duster. And then she put like one of the like cushions from the couch. She put it on the dress like to make big boobs. And I arrived at the Scouts. I was the only child dressed up. Yeah. I was already having a hard time in school. Like there was like nobody else was dressed up. I didn't have any other clothes. I had to do a 10K run. Like I lost one of the couch.
Your mum.
Yeah, basically. And I lost my tits out the back of the airport. It was one of the worst.
The best thing is, though, I think you've just answered the big debate: nature versus nurture. Definitely nurture. You were born, you were built to be gay. You were bred to be gay.
Yeah.
I have photographs of it, and it's all of the other kids are all just in tracksuits.
We're dressed as our dads. Oh my God, that's mortifying. It's like when you forget that it's non-school uniform day and you go in the uniform, so you just untuck your top as if like no one will notice. It'll be something like that.
Take your tie off.
Take your tie off. Yeah, I just meant to do it. Got no tie.
Chatting with Cherubs.
If we did OnlyFans, would you have a look?
Great question.
Would you be nosy and have a look?
Totally.
Oh, see, I wouldn't. It's so mad. Even though, like, on the pod we do, and even off the pod we speak about sex a little bit, but it still makes. I still like because I see you so platonically and such as good friends. it still blows my mind that you two have sex.
I don't.
That is the softest way ever to say that you find us unattractive, Morgan. Like, that is like, I couldn't pay to look at that. I couldn't look at it for free.
No. But it's just so funny sometimes.
Insulting.
The idea of sex, I go like, oh yeah, Josh and Gearoid do this.
Not together.
Oh yeah, not together.
No.
No.
Absolutely.
That would be spooky Halloween. That's the Halloween special. I go blind.
Yeah, that would be very weird. Good God.
Yeah, no. I can't imagine you having sex. I can imagine Gearoid being like, Gearoid's like, come on, we've got 5 minutes before I have to take this out the oven, blah, blah, blah. I imagine he's very bossy in bed.
Excuse me, I am not. I'm a wonderful, considerate lover.
You're my most unrelaxed friend.
Really?
I'd say so.
Oh, well, no, you're nowhere near my most unrelaxed friend, Gearoid. I would say you're relatively relaxed.
I would not say you're relaxed at all. I think he's very high-strung sometimes.
Is
it like when you're having sex, Gearoid, a timer goes off and go, you had your chance?
Yeah.
No, usually when I'm doing that, what I'm doing is I'm making a to-do list in my head, and then as soon as it's done, I'm like, right, let's get cracking on the list.
No.
Interestingly, you've said that though, because I did feel recently, I was like, God, I do get very stressed about things. And what I did was I bought this thing called Pulsetto. I bought it for myself as a birthday present to myself, which is basically this thing that you put on your neck, right? And it's supposed to stimulate your vagus nerve, which is supposed to be like soothing and calming. Yeah. And it does it by like electrocuting your neck.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like this like electronic pulse that goes through you, but it's very stressful. It's the single most stressful thing I've ever experienced in my life. It is it makes your mouth just go like hang down. I was like, I'm having a stroke. I'm actually having a stroke. This is giving me a stroke.
How long do you have to put it on for?
You put it on for 6 minutes twice a day. And it's supposed to like help you sleep better and help you all these things. But it's just like this like it's like an electronic pulse going through your neck. So it's weird. It's very weird.
I wouldn't like that.
I think I'm going to send it back.
A little mini electric chair attached to your neck twice a day. Doesn't scream, I'm going to sleep good tonight. Why?
Yeah, no, it
I've
really
had
doesn't.
60 volts through my neck.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really stressed out. Have you tried electrocuting yourself?
Yeah. Have you got an electric taser? I could really do with a nap. So that reminds me of, do you ever used to get, again, body dysmorphia. But at this point, who the fuck hasn't got body dysmorphia? Anywho, have you seen those things? There was those little electric pads that would get attached to your stomach. And it was the 6-pack ones. And
are they real? Does that work?
I remember I bought one as a kid. And
Slender Tone.
Yeah, like one of those electric pad things. And my mum walked into my room when I had it on, and she went, "Morgan, look at yourself." And I was eating when I had it on.
Was there with a pie?
Yeah, I was there eating crisps while this electric device was supposedly building my abs.
Oh God, yeah, I've done that too. I always used to buy that stuff when I would come home, like after a night out. You know, like in your early 20s, where like you didn't get a kiss, you know, and then you come home and you're like, I'm hideous, and then you'd see an ad for like some device for like 120 quid that's supposed to like transform your body in 6 days, and then I'd always buy it, and it would arrive, and I'd be like, why have I done this? Why? These nights are so costly.
Yeah. Mine's skipping ropes. Every now and then I'll buy a skipping rope and then I'll lose it and buy another skipping rope. Because I'm like, I'm going to go in the garden and start skipping, and I never do it.
I would love to see you skipping in your front garden in Sale, and the neighbours go,
I'm a pretty good at skipping because... No, but I'm good at skipping because you do it in boxing, and I did it when I was a teenager, and it's really good cardio.
Is it?
Yeah,
really good. Skipping is, really,
if you
really
do
good.
it a lot, but I used to do it quite a bit. I used to be really fast at skipping, but not in a gay way, in a boxing way.
So did you sing songs while you were doing it?
Yeah, did a bit of tap dancing. But no, yeah, so I used
Welcome to Baltimore while you're skipping.
But in my 20s, I just would be like, oh, I haven't skipped in a while, and I'll buy a skipping rope. But then I just lose them.
Where
How
did
do
you
you
lose them?
skipping ropes? Where are you taking them to lose them?
Well, I remember I took one to the park once, because this is when I was living in a flat, and I was like, I've got nowhere to skip. So I started going and skipping in the park. And then I started speaking to someone in the park. And then I came home and I didn't have my skipping rope. Basically, they were like, what are you doing? And I was like, I'm skipping in the park. And then we went for a walk, actually, and then I just lost my rope.
Did you accidentally cruise? What you want to buy?
No, it wasn't. It was a female friend.
Oh, okay.
This sounds like a story that like a 12-year-old girl would say. You know,
No,
like,
but
it's
I
like,
just like, lost it.
Amelia, where's your skipping rope? Well, I brought it to the park, Mummy.
And this man came up to me and started talking. Then we went for a walk. Amelia,
No.
what happened?
No,
Show me on the doll where he touched you, Amelia.
it was really innocent. I was skipping. She said, do you want to see some puppies? And I got in a van. What's your problem? No, yeah. So that was one time I lost a skipping rope. I think I left one at my mum's because I stayed at my mum's for a few days and I was skipping at my mum's. But I did buy a skipping rope here. I think it's in the loft. They're really easy to misplace skipping ropes.
Yeah.
But it's really good for you. It is really good for you. But now I'm in my jogging thing. I'm like, I'll just be jogging. Because skipping is just jogging without moving, really.
That is stationary jogging.
It's stationary jogging.
That's the thing that really upsets me about jogging, though, is because psychologically you're just like, I'm so far away. Like, as far as I've run, I have to run that way to get back. That's what kills me. It's so psychologically difficult because you're just like, I'm not even halfway yet and I've got to do what I've done plus the rest.
Well, I have to keep changing my route because I keep... So on the running app, it tells you when to run and when to stop. And I'll go for a huge run. And now I'm doing like 7-8K runs. And I'll go for a run. But the way I kept going on the way back where I'll stop walking, when it says stop, it always says stop like 5 minutes before the Bakers. So then I'm like, I'm just running. I'm just going on a big run to the Bakers. And I just kept going, and I keep going in the Bakers. She's like, "Oh, have you been on your run?" And I walk in to the Bakers fully red, and I get an ham salad sandwich and 2 pies. Pointless running.
Janek is going to. There's a rave we go to every Halloween. Sometimes I can make it, sometimes I can't. It's called Harcock Life, and it's down in East London.
Is it a gay rave or?
I think there's one or two smuggle their way in. I think it's. I don't know whether it's a gay event, but it's certainly a safe space.
Don't you always bump into other gays that you know? Like there's always a comedian there, you know.
Oh yeah, I think Mark Bittlestone was there at the last one. I think Moan was as well. But yeah, it's a popular night. It's really, really good fun. But it's so funny, the disparity in what me and Janet go out in. Because as you know, Janet's this fabulous feminine person. So we'll just wear this incredible like big wings or big halo with this most like intoxicated sort of like lingerie. And then I'm there with the baggiest t-shirt and jeans. I look like their bouncer.
Yeah.
I couldn't put that effort into a Halloween costume ever.
No, I want to talk about your Halloween costumes and also, for lack of a better word, what's the sluttiest you've ever gone out in?
I hate sexy Halloween costumes.
I once went to
It's not, you're ruining the holiday. It's not about sex. It's not put some trousers over your thong. You're embarrassing yourself. I hate slutty Halloween costumes.
Oh,
you're supposed to be a fool. No. For me, if you've got a slutty Halloween costume, it's really bad, but I think get a personality. I do.
Well, they can have a personality the next day and the previous day. I don't mind if someone wants to get their thong out and their ass out one night.
Yeah, you thong out on another day. Go to a different slutty night. I just think,
Years ago,
But if I did have a six-pack, I would go as the devil with no top on.
Of course you would.
Yes.
Of course you would. With little red tape X's over your nipples.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't really like slutty Halloween. I like spooky. Go be spooky. I like spooky. But it's my friend's birthday Halloween, and this year she wants us all to go as different versions of her.
That's fun.
That's really
That's
funny.
really fun. Go as a baby, Josh. Go as a
Well,
umbilical cord covered in blood.
but it's my friend Holly.
Really
You've met her, so I'm gonna go as I don't know, but I've been friends with her since I was 6. So
Oh,
I've
yeah, you've got
lots
loads
to choose from.
Lots to choose from.
What have you been out as, Gearoid?
Oh God, what have I been as? I did go once. There was a bishop in Ireland that he got kind of like disgraced because it turns out he had a baby. So I did once dress up as a bishop with a baby in a in one of those little snuggler things.
That's great.
I did. My sister had a Halloween party once, and her brother-in-law brought a new girlfriend who came in to the party, and it was like a kids' party. But I don't think she'd been told that, because when she arrived, my dad opened the door like dressed as like a Super Mario brother or something, and she was like, "Oh." And then, like, she wouldn't take her coat off for the whole party. So we never saw her costume, but we felt something had been lost in translation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was doing a slutty one, probably.
She was definitely,
Yeah.
I think she was definitely doing a slutty one. Yeah.
I've done.
That's so funny. That's brilliant. But also, go dressing up slutty to your new in-laws. That's a bold move as a first impression.
Yeah, it really is. And also for a party that's starting during the day. I mean, come on.
I've done
Read the room.
Winifred from Hocus Pocus. I've done that. Yeah, I've done Ghostbusters.
Have we got photos?
Yeah, I did Winifred last year.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So,
I once went as Jedward. Me and my best friend went as Jedward. So
That's good.
Halloween party.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Like we stuck our. Remember when they had that cone head appearance?
Yeah. Oh, amazing.
So we both did cone heads and went as them.
I really want to do. If me and James, I want him to dress up as Wednesday, and I'll go as Pugsley.
Oh, that's brilliant. That would be brilliant. That would be really good. He'd have to shave his beard, though.
Yeah, I'd love to do like the full Addams family and then get a load of us as like Uncle Fester and Morticia and everyone.
Oh, that'd be great. Who would you get?
So you can be Lurch.
Okay.
Which was Lurch?
And do you know the one who they're like Butler? Is he a butler?
Yeah, the butler.
Okay,
the butler with the head injury.
Yeah. Morgan, you can be Uncle Fester.
I'm fine with that. Coolio.
And I'll be Morticia.
Oh,
I'll be Morticia.
that works with me.
Yeah. But no, do you think I'm going to get shouted at because I've slagged off people who wear slutty costumes?
No, not at all.
You'll be fine.
I just think that, like, yeah, I don't know. I've never really saw like, for me, I'm like, when they're just in bunny rabbit ears or whatever, I'm like, oh, God.
Yeah.
It's just not original.
But what if they make this slutty, but they've also made an effort, so it's not just bunny ears and a two-piece.
And a bra.
That's fine. If they're slutty, but there's an effort. So if they're like fully naked, but they're full of prosthetics because they've been torn limb from limb.
Yeah.
That I can get on board with. That's cool.
Okay, I think we found a happy compromise there, because I'm the same.
But
I think lazy sluts. No one.
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm saying this out loud. No one likes a lazy slut.
No one wants a lazy slut. if you're gonna be a slut, you need to like really go for it. Don't just put some wings on and be like, I'm a slut. You need to like set those wings on fire. I want like blood all over you.
Yeah, that works with me.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had a remotely sexy Halloween costume. I've never even thought about it for a second. Never.
I would like to see Gearoid do it. That'd be hilarious. If Gearoid turned up in a bunny outfit, that'd be great.
I gotta do that. Well, I'm doing
do you want to come to Hardcock Life next week?
When is it?
It's next Friday.
No, I'm kicking.
A sexy Halloween that I actually can get on board with. If you're going to do sexy Halloween, I think you should do Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman when Michelle Pfeiffer was Catwoman. If you got that outfit, then I'd be like, all right, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's sexy.
Well, speaking of sexy Halloween, actually, I'm doing a photo shoot the week after next, and I kind of have to be, it's for my next, I think this is what I'm doing with my next show, right? The show that I'm touring, when I bring it to Edinburgh, I'm going to call it Service Animal, right? Because a lot of it's about my cat. So I spoke to the photographer and we had this idea of dressing up like as a service animal. So I'm going to like be in the nip with like this service animal vest on and the like, you know, cat ears and like it's just a bit mad. It might not work. I might not use it. But so we were talking about how we're going to do it. So I had to buy a service animal vest, right? Big ones for big dogs. But so far, none of them have fit me. And they've all arrived and it's like, no, that doesn't fit. And also I had to buy like a pair of nude pants to wear underneath it. So now I've just had to order, and I don't know why I feel bad about this, but I just had to order a service animal vest for a horse. I felt like somebody. I thought like Great Dane, Irish Wolfhound, but no, nothing fits me. So I feel like somebody who has like lost loads of weight and they're back in their fat pants. That's the way I feel.
Yeah. Oh no, you're back to the size of a service horse.
Yeah, and it was 40 quid. 40 quid for a glow in the dark thing for a horse.
40 quid.
Yeah.
Nay, I would not pay that. Nay.
Do you know what? Service animal things, yep, sure, whatever you need. But if you rocked up with a horse and you said you needed it for your anxiety, I'm sorry, but that's just not happening.
Yeah, you're taking the piss.
You're taking the piss here. He's like, oh, can my horse come? Absolutely not. Cheryl, get therapy.
Can you have a service?
Get a grip.
Can you have a service animal person? Can you like just hire a person? Oh yeah, the carers. Yeah, carers. I'd love to bring my dog to gigs and stuff, but my dog won't walk on hardwood floor.
I forgot about that.
So I can only go places that are carpeted.
Oh, so you'll be able to go to Weatherspoons with you'll be able to.
It's the most pampered princess thing that you could, like, it's like Elizabeth Taylor. Like, I will not walk on a hardwood floor, only carpet.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like people that will only drink, they won't drink out of plastic as well.
Yeah, but I am a bit like, I've never given water from the tap, I give it from the fridge. Do you know, we've got the water pump in the fridge. We've got one of those big fridges with
it's a fancy fridge.
With a water gun. What do you call it? So she's only ever had water from there. She's never had it directly from the tap.
Oh, God. So obviously she's a rescue, and unfairly, she's so unfairly traumatized. But if you didn't know that about her, you would think that she's a fucking princess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She really has landed on her feet. Like, I was talking to one of my friends last week, and I was telling them about Josh's dog, and she was like, God, wouldn't that be amazing? Imagine being adopted by Josh Jones.
If you do go down the adoption route, Josh, you can just point to the dog and just go like, she only eats meats from the butchers. She's never known happiness like it.
I'm really spoiling her though. and I'm trying not to, but I can't help it.
But it's okay because she's been treated so badly. You're just redressing the balance.
But now she started like now so I sit on the floor with her because James was like, I don't want the dog on the couch. So now I never sit on the couch. I'm just on the floor all the time. So I sit on the floor and the dog gets in between my legs now. And then I just actually like pick her up. So the dog's literally lying on me. So the dog will sit there for about 2 hours and lie on me. So she's not even sat on the floor. I'm the only person sat on the floor. But yesterday, so the black and white cat Luna's the one that loves me the most. So she got a bit jealous while the dog. So I was sat in front of the sofa and I had a cat behind my head and the dog in front of me, and I literally spent over an hour stroking like this, and my arm was knackered.
Like that little test that what test do they call it when you tap your head and rub your stomach?
Yeah,
it just looked like that.
Can you stroke your cat and the dog at the same time? And it was so, and they kept giving each other eye contact, and they were like staring at each other.
The first time I ever met Janek's parents, they sit on the floor, but with their back against the sofa, like you do. But they've also got one of those sofas that have the extendable legs, that can just pop out, so as if you're sitting at a right angle. But like I thought it would just flip up the section that you're on. So you imagine a sofa, it's 3 sections. You press yours, it flips it up. So the first time I ever met his dad, he was on one side of the sofa, sat on the floor, resting against the sofa. I went on the other side of the sofa, actually sat on the sofa, pressed a button to flip up the legs, and it just pushed his dad over onto the floor on all his fours. It was the first time we ever met. I pushed him over.
Do you know what? Do you not think that was a bit relaxed of you first time meeting him and you're like, I'm going to use a recliner?
Yeah, probably a bit audacious.
That's a bit. Do you remember when me and you went for a meeting with a TV producer and you went to me, Josh, stop slouching?
Oh, but you were nigh on horizontal other than your head.
I just travelled.
And it was a really, really big producer, really big film studio, and Josh just sliding and sliding down the sofa.
I was tired.
I think you started upright, but by the end, you would have thought you lived there and owned the company. It was so
I was tired.
Chatting with Cherubs.
Josh, you missed out. I went to see Gearoid this Thursday at the Apollo, and you absolutely smashed it, Gearoid.
Thank you so much.
You genuinely did. You really, and it's tough opening at the Apollo because people are still walking in just to the nature of the size of the venue. And you really did nail it. It was really funny.
Thanks so much. It was really fun, but yeah, it's really weird because it feels like you're doing stand up in a train station. Like it's just like why are these people not sitting down? Like what's going on? Me and Morgan ended up getting pissed
by accident as well. I had just been from meeting up. We only had a couple, but it just went straight. Actually, that's a lie. I had 4 during the show. I just remembered. So.
4 during the show.
During the show,
there's only one interval.
Yeah, I know, but it's 2 hours.
2 hours.
You must have just stacked them up. I had 3. You bought me a beer, and then I had a glass of champagne with Joanne, and then I bought myself a gin and tonic just after you left. Like,
nice.
I was twisted. I was absolutely hammered. I was in bed till 3 o'clock the next day.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't invited.
Well, if I'd have said to you on Thursday, Josh, hey Josh, how would you like to come to London? It just would have been beep, beep, beep.
You have been blocked.
Yeah.
It was funny though. It was. I tell you one thing. I'd seen you do stand up, but I'd never seen you do crowd work. And you did this. It was so funny watching Gearoid do crowd work because you immediately went annoyed.
Yeah.
He was disrupting me. He was disrupting me.
He was sitting down in his seat, Gearoid.
I'm a bit jealous I didn't see you at Apollo. I do like seeing my friends in like big. It's very exciting.
Well, you would have loved it last night because it was a big gig and it was shit.
Yeah.
Because there was a tube strike. So literally, like, I went on and there was about 50% of the audience in, and the rest of them were spent from my whole set were just like finding their seats.
Oh God, that's awful.
Oh my God, it was, yeah.
Oh, have I told the story of when I did the Apollo on here? Have I told you that story?
I know it, but I don't think you've said it on air.
Have I told you the story?
No,
Gearoid?
I haven't heard it. Yeah, tell me.
Okay, I'll make it as bridged as possible. So when I was doing the Uncle Roger tour with Nigel Loam, and I did 10 minutes at the top. Usually it's 20 to 30, and it's usually that, as you know, Gearoid, because everyone's walking in, and it literally takes 20 to 30 minutes for them to walk in. I seen it when I went to go see Jerry Seinfeld. Andy Hamilton was doing the opening, and again, really tough at the start because there's a fraction of the people in, but by the time everyone sat down, it is a roaring in there. I didn't have that amount
They
of
were
time.
on the Apollo, was it?
All of the Apollo.
It's such a shit venue for that.
Yeah, the event, because every other theatre waits till everybody's in, and like
the
they're the
Apollo
only
doesn't.
ones, yeah, which is fucking stupid because they would if it was a play or if it was something else.
Yeah.
But they're like, oh, you're a tour support, so fuck you. It's bad. It's really bad.
Yeah, it's really bad.
So I did 10 minutes, and I just died. Really, because I walked on stage, and when I went out there, hardly anyone's there, and the people that are there are getting up out of their seats. Hey, do you mind? I'm in H. Is this H? Is this J? I just need to get through there. It's just that, and I will say as well, one of the stipulations with Nigel was don't do crowd work because he comes on as Uncle Roger. So I couldn't really do any crowd work or address anything with the room. I just had to go out there and say my jokes. Well, I said them. They weren't. I just died and died and died. It was awful. And I walked off to nothing. And then also, I get introduced back on stage at the end. Like Nigel does this big applause thing, like he wants to wrap up the show. I want to thank all the people we've had here tonight, and I just want to welcome back to the stage everyone. It's Morgan, Rees, and when I say 2 people out of 4,000 people clapped, it was just me bouncing on, going hey, and just
that's awful. But that's not you. That's the Apollo, and it's also it's all of those, like, it's all of the people that involved in booking the show that are kind of like, oh yeah, that's fine. It's like, no, it's not fine, because the show, it means that when you're in the Apollo, you're not getting as good a show as everywhere else on the tour.
Yeah, it's awful. But then after,
sucks balls.
When we went to the bar, and the little bar they've got that we were having a drink in.
Oh yeah.
Back, I'm just like head in my hands and sort of staring at the bottom of this pint, going, "This is the biggest gig of my life, and I ruined it." And all of a sudden, Nigel's American agent comes over to me, looks after Bill Bird, Michelle Wolf, Jerry Seinfeld, like late night. And he comes up to me and he goes, "You did such a good job tonight, man." I went, "Oh, thank you. I needed to hear that." He went, that's a job that totally gets overlooked, and you absolutely smashed that tonight." And I went, thank you. I really needed to hear that." He went, "Have you stage managed anywhere else?" And I went, I'm not the stage manager." And he went, "Eh?" I went, I was the opening act. He was like, "Oh, cool. Good job. Do you know where the stage manager is?"
Oh my God. That's so
I just
bad.
finished my drink and left.
That is awful. That is the worst.
So biggest gig of my career, absolutely tanked it. Biggest agent in America comes over to me. I think he's going to sign me. Turns out he thinks I run the venue.
Thank you for listening to Chatting with Cherubs. Chatting with Cherubs is out every Thursday. Please like, share, comment, share it with all your mates and all that sort of stuff. It really helps. I'm on tour. You can get tickets at joshjonescomedy.com. I've got a load of more tour dates being released for 2026. They'll be release soon. So keep your eyes peeled. Gearoid.
I am on tour in the UK in January, and I'm doing Leicester Square Theatre in London, and a few other places all around. So yeah, GearoidFarrelly.com is where you'll find that.
Hello, and I also have another podcast called My Bad with Morgan and Rees, and also we've had to push it back a week, but I have a big announcement on the 27th of October, so sign up to the mailing list if you want priority for whatever I might be doing. I think you could probably guess it though, but otherwise, guys, we release these podcasts every Tuesday, every Thursday. Please comment and like it. It really helps push it up, or give it like a real like in whatever podcasting app. Let's get that number up, up, and up. Anywho, we'll see you guys next week. Thanks again, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Chatting with Cherubs.